everyone, how are you doing today? Today we are going to test out one of the products from e.l.f.'s 30 Days of New, in which they have released one brand new product each day of the month of September. And we are going to test out the Beautifully Bare Lightweight Concealer Sticks from that. So e.l.f. has released these as a part of 30 Days of New in September, and they have 5 shades: fair to light, light to medium, medium to dark, dark to deep, and then deep. The packaging on these is pretty simple. They have these like chrome-like plastic tubes, and these are retractable pencils. e.l.f. says that you can use them as concealer as well as highlight and contour shades, which is great given that they are just $4, so you can afford to get multiple of them. You get 3.3 grams of product, which I think is pretty decent. Usually I would describe myself as medium to dark, so initially I was going to get only one, but I have always had a little bit of problem matching my skin tone for face products online. So just to be safe, I decided to get the dark to deep as well. And since these can be used as contouring shades, I ordered the deepest one. So I did order 3 of their darkest shades: medium to dark, dark to deep, and deep. Medium to dark, dark to deep, and then deep. I use the dark to deep shade as my concealer, and that has this like slight yellow tone, which did a pretty decent job, I would say. Color match seems to be decent. I'm gonna try using the lightest shade and go more towards the inner corner of my eye, because that's where most of my darkness happens. And then I'm going to use these as contouring sticks and see how that goes. I honestly don't know where to contour, like the upper cheekbones. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me try taking the medium to dark shade. I feel like this might not work as a contour because it's pretty warm, I would say. But they're blending out pretty quickly, which is what I like. I have a slight bit of darkness in this area, so I'm gonna try using it here too and brighten it up. I'm very pleased with the way it's kind of just blending out. I have no complaints regarding that. And then let me try going with the deep for my contours. Kind of over here. These are pretty pigmented. I think I'm gonna mix the 2 shades up on my forehead. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I was worried that it's gonna kind of leave like a dark, harsh line, but no. I would say blend with a light hand, because these are blending really, really quickly. I would love to see someone compare these to the KKW contour sticks. That's of course like a high-end product, and I can afford it. It's above my price range, or rather it's not a product I would spend my money on. Let's do some cosmetic surgery over here. So very creamy, which is good for me, my skin. So let me finish the setting and all of that, and I'll be right back. These are very creamy. They apply very nicely. They look very pigmented. They blend out really easily. Nowadays my go-to product is the Urban Decay Shapeshifter, and I really like it. I like that kind of cream to powder formula. You need like a tiniest bit. It still blends out nicely, but it, you know, doesn't blend away. For me personally, I felt like the contour kind of slightly blended away. Let me try doing that again, which is a big no-no because I have set my face already, but that is what you might need to do for it to stick around. So let's give that a try. Yeah, so I feel like now I can see that shade a little bit more. I did apply a decent amount initially, but I feel like I almost cannot see it now. But yeah, this works. When I look up close, I'm not noticing any significant creasing. If I pull down on my eyes, I see that there's a little bit there, but yeah, if I just press down with my fingers, it's gone. I feel like if you bake with a wet beauty blender afterwards, this will work even better. As of now, I would say it's a very subtle kind of contouring, and I like that. It makes me feel comfortable. Here are the 3 swatches kind of blended out with my finger. So I like the way they blend out. I like the way they feel on the skin. They don't feel heavy. They are still creamy. For example, if I compare it to my Maybelline Correcting Concealer, of course this is in like a really light shade. I feel like this goes much more dry, like it's much more drying compared to these. Let me zoom you guys in. So this is what my under eye area looks like. It is not looking particularly dry. I like the way it kind of covered up some of the darkness. I like the way it applied so easily in like this area, and I was able to very easily kind of blend it out using a simple kind of flat eyeshadow brush. For the contour, For the contour, I don't know how well it's working for me. It's not very apparent. I feel like it has blended away, but for $4, I'm not complaining. I like it. I like it. I have to say I like the formula. I hope that they come up with more shades in the future. So this is what they called medium to dark. I don't think that's the correct naming. This is the dark to deep, and then this is deep. As a concealer, I think the deep shade could work for darker skin tones, but then the darker skin tones do not have a contouring shade in this collection. The medium to dark shade is slightly more on the pinker side, and the medium to deep shade is pretty warm. So I would say it would work as a bronzer, but not necessarily as a contour stick. It works very well as a concealer. So I will do a few more check-ins throughout the day and let you guys know how it's working. It's been a good 7.5 hours since I applied these conceal and contour sticks. I'm about to take my makeup off, and I thought I would do a quick update on what I feel about them. I feel that there is a very slight creasing under my eyes. It's not like you can see it, but when I pull down on my skin, I can see that there is slight amount of product in my creases, but it is not enhancing any of my lines and any such thing. I think these did a pretty good job as a concealer. It's not uncomfortable. These do not dry down and kind of dehydrate your skin. They feel very comfortable. They stay comfortable, and nothing on my face seems to have moved. These blend effortlessly, and I like them. I give them 4 out of 5 stars for being super affordable, $4 a piece. For having the 5 shades that they have, I like that they are kind of yellow in terms of undertone, and it works for me. So I'm guessing 50% of the population is not going to be probably happy with that. But I have taken away a star because the caps always tend to kind of, you know, grab onto the product and damage the top of the stick every time I'm trying to pull it off. and put it back on. I wish these kind of retracted all the way down. That would have just solved the problem. And I wish the shade range was a little bit wider. I hope in future they add in more shades after their darkest shade, the deep shade. But you know, overall, I'd give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Do let me know in the comments below what other products you would like to see tested on my skin tone. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of my future videos. And thanks again for watching. Bye.